So doing product research around this time of year can be dangerous if you're not aware of one important factor that only happens during Q4, which is the last 3 months of the year. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you stick around and we'll go over that in this video. But wait, you might have noticed something different going on behind me. Well, that's because I have something that I want to share with all of you today in this video that I'm super excited to tell you about. So make sure you stick around until the end. But first, my name is Crescent, and on my channel I share tips and strategy videos, just like this one, on how you can create a successful Amazon FBA private label business. So if you enjoy videos like this, consider subscribing. All right, let's get started. So if you didn't know, sales during the last 3 months of the year typically spikes due to the holiday season. A lot of retailers can often make over 50% of their annual sales revenue in the last 3 months. So if you're looking for a new product to do private labeling during this time of year, specifically in October, November, and December, you need to be extra diligent to make sure that the sales data that you're looking at isn't skewed. Because for example, if a product you found happens to have a spike in sales during Q4, you could potentially be making your product decision based on inflated sales numbers that don't represent what the actual sales velocity is for the majority of the year. Now, I'm not talking about products that are seasonal. We all know that you should always avoid seasonal products, and that's something that I'm always teaching. So I'm not talking about products like Christmas tree lights or Christmas stockings that obviously have a spike in sales during the holiday months. What I'm talking about are just run-of-the-mill innocuous products that aren't immediately obvious that they may have a spike in sales during the holidays. Now, this is super important because the monthly sales velocity ties in directly with whether or not you can hit your target monthly profit goal, right? So if you need to sell, for example, 300 units every month to make $3,000 profit every month, then you need to know that that niche does in fact do 300 units every month for the entire year, not just during October, November, and December. Does that make sense? Okay, so what can you do and how can you avoid falling into this trap? But first, I want to share something with you that I'm super excited and proud of that I've been working on for over a year. I finally finished putting together my Amazon FBA course, which is something that a lot of you that have been asking me to put together over a year and a half ago. So I finally put it together and got it done, and it's ready for you guys. And I've put my heart and soul into it, and I put all the knowledge, all the mistakes, all the lessons that I've learned, all my strategies, methods, and hacks, and even my resources, like my personal resources and contacts in there as well, so that you can use them too. So I've really pulled back the curtain on my Amazon business and showed you guys how I did it, and so that you can replicate that same process and do it for yourself. And I'm super excited because this is the first time I'm publicly announcing that I've released the video. So you're the first people to know that this course is now available. And I can honestly say it's probably the only course you're ever going to need, because if you've been following my channel for a while now, my course follows the same format and teaching style and the same easy to follow, step-by-step, over-the-shoulder content. So you can expect to find the same level of content in the course. Now, some very observant and diligent people have actually found the links to the course before I announced it and have already joined. So bravo to them. So if you're looking to join, there'll be links in the video description below to the course, and it's just my name. It's crescentko.com. It's super easy. All right, and here's the deal. I want to do a launch special for everybody. So what I've done is I've given everybody a 50% off deal, okay, starting today. And since Black Friday, Cyber Monday is coming up, what I've also done is I took off another 10%, okay? It's a crazy, unheard of deal, all right? And so that starts today, and it's gonna run all week, and it's gonna end on Cyber Monday. So make sure you jump on that. And again, I apologize to all these people that you can see over here. I'm gonna scroll some of these comments over here, and this is just in my private chat of all the people over the last just couple months that have been asking me when my course is gonna be ready, because they're gonna be the first people to sign up for it, okay? So you guys can jump on there too. You'll be the first ones to join. You'll get access to my private students only group, which I'll be in there every day answering your questions. So you'll have one-on-one access to me. Okay, so I'm super excited, and I know that when you go through this course, you're not going to be disappointed. And I want to give you the peace of mind that if for whatever reason that you don't find value in the course, I don't want to take your money. So there's a 14-day money back guarantee. And because I'm very OCD, if you haven't noticed, I put a lot of thought into how to organize the course. So I can see here that it's organized into separate modules where each one is a step-by-step progression on what you need to do from beginning to end. And each one is easy to follow, over the shoulder, where I'm telling you step by step what to do in each case. Okay, and it follows through 13 different modules, 13 different steps, all the way to the very end, to launching your product. And I even have bonus content here, as well as all these downloadable resources and links for you, including my personal spreadsheets, flowcharts, contact templates, purchase order agreements, and even my own personal contacts for sourcing, for shipping, and even hands-off PPC campaigns. Okay, so it's all in the course for you, turnkey. And if you take a look here, just over the last year and a half or so of the people I've coached or mentored, they've found success already using the exact strategies that I've included in my course, right? You can see here that these guys are just killing it, all right? My units are going like crazy, 10K in a month, all right? 5K in a month, 5K in a month, all right? 6 to 8 sales a day. Now I make $700 to $800 a week, okay? I sold 76 units yesterday. Okay, and so for the past year, I've put so much time and energy and all my experience into this course to literally put together the best course that I couldn't find something of this caliber when I was learning Amazon, okay? And so to be quite frank, I'm not doing this for free. I want to get something back for it. So that's why I'm charging for this course. But at the same time, I know that some of you might be looking for ways to make money to get started with Amazon, even put together your starting capital. So what I've done is I've put together a super lucrative affiliate program for my course, which is unheard of. So for every person that you refer that also joins the course, I'm going to give you $600 cash, okay? So that's for every person that signs up under you. And if you're interested in doing that, just fire me a message and I'll give you the affiliate link for you and you can go promote it, okay? And you can get the course for free for yourself or promote it and make some money to put together capital so you can start your own Amazon business. All right, now back to the examples. So let's jump onto Amazon and let's take a look at the first product here. And this is just a regular run-of-the-mill product that you would find while you're doing product research, right? This is a LED moon lamp. So if we pull up the Jungle Scout data, Chrome extension here, what we're trying to do is make sure that the sales data that we see in the Chrome extension here represents the entire year and not just the sales velocity due to the holiday season, okay? Now the problem with just using the sales that you see in the column here, if we hover your mouse over the column heading, you can see that it says it's a 30-day sales estimate. Now what that means is if this Magic Fly moon lamp sold 120 units this month, we don't know if it sold 9 units every day for the last 30 days, or they sold 120 units on the first day and then nothing for the next 29 days, right? That would be bad. What we need is we want to make sure that they're selling consistently the same amount of units day after day. And in this case, 120 units month after month, okay? And not 120 units in October, November, December, and then the rest of the year they're only selling 20 units. That would be bad. Because if you made a buying decision just based on the data in Q4 and the rest of the year the sales isn't there, then you're in trouble, right? So how can we verify that? What we want to do is take a look at these top listings here. And in the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, what's great is when you click on the monthly sales volume here, it pulls up the historical data. So let's pull up this one here. It says that they sold 2,600 units this month. What we're looking for is we want to see during October, November, December of the previous year, how those sales compare to the rest of the year. So I can see right away already that in October, November, December, there's a spike in sales. And you can see in November, it peaked at 5,000 units. And then this is 4,300 units, okay? But the rest of the year, they're only selling 1,000, 1,200 units. Okay? You see the problem there? If you didn't look at this data, you would be basing the sales off of these last 3 months. Whereas once these months are over and the Q4 has ended, sales falls back to normal, which is 1/5 of that, okay? Or 1/4 of it. All right? So let's look at another example. So let's look at this listing here just to verify. And you can see here it's the same. December, there's a spike, 7,000 units. But for the rest of the year, it's down here, half, right? And then again, in December of 2018, 8,600 units in December, right? But for the rest of the year, it's down here around 2,000 units, 1,300 units, okay? All right, let's look at one more. Okay, this one too, 847 units in December of 2018, and then the rest of the year, it's down around 190, okay, 200 units. All right, so make sure you're doing that. All right, and what you can also do to help verify is go over to Google Trends and type in moon lamp. And make sure you switch this to 5 years. And we can look for a spike around Q4. And you can see here that December, there is a spike, right? And then here also, December. Okay, so people are searching for the moon lamp right around Christmas. So just by using Google Trends though isn't enough data, right? The Jungle Scout Chrome extension actually gives you historical sales numbers. That's what's more important. Google only shows you the search volume. All right, so let's look at another example. So these are turkey basters. Everybody knows what those are, right? Another run-of-the-mill product, nothing special, right? So if we pull up the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, and then let's pull up one of these listings here. Again, we're looking to see if there's a spike during the winter months, okay? So here, November, 20,000 units. November, 13,000 units, right? And the rest of the year it falls, right? Again, November, 10,000 units, okay? So here's from November to November, and in between, it's less than half of the sales, okay? So if you just went by these sales numbers, then your expected profit margin is invalid, right? You're going off the wrong numbers. The rest of the year, the other 9 months, you're only gonna be able to sell this many units, okay? So it's important that you look at this. Now let's do another one just for an example. Again, same, November, huge spike, okay? November, December, huge spike. But the rest of the year, it's selling, this is selling way less, less than 2,000 units. And then it spikes up to 12,000 units, okay? And again, let's hop over to Google Trends. And again, if we search for turkey baster, you can also see November, there's a spike. November, every year in November, there's a spike. All right, so that's one other way to verify is with Google Trends, but you can't just go by search data because that's for search volume. What's more important is the actual sales figures, which you're getting in the Chrome extension. All right, so let's look at one more, which is this yoga mat. So you can kind of see a contrast what we're looking at here, okay? So if we pull up the Jungle Scout Chrome extension for the yoga mat niche, and let's pull up one of these listings. Again, a yoga mat is a pretty run-of-the-mill product too, right? Nothing special. You wouldn't expect it to have a spike. And if you look around October, November, December, you can see that in this case, there isn't a spike. Sales actually falls. All right, and you never want to just look at one. You want to look at several. So let's take a look at the next one. Here's October through January. Sales actually falls, right? And you can see here in this year too, October, it's fallen. Let's look at the third listing. This one doesn't have enough data, doesn't go back far enough, right? It only goes to May. So let's look at the next one. This one doesn't go back far enough either. Okay, sales falls, right? So it peaks in October, but in November, December, January actually falls. All right, so in this case, the yoga mat doesn't have a spike during Q4. All right, so this one wouldn't have that problem. Okay. All right. And again, if we jump over to Google Trends, we can try to verify that data as well. And you can see here, make sure it's 5 years. If we look at October, November, December, basically in October, just like on Jungle Scout, the sales falls in October and then it picks back up and it remains relatively flat for the balance of the year, and then in October, September, October, it falls, right? So it definitely doesn't have a spike in sales during Q4. Now, one thing I want to point out is this is just one extra product research metric that you need to be aware of if you're doing product research this time of year. So all the other product research criteria still need to be met, right? So you got to make sure that the price point's at least $15 and higher, that the monthly sales volume still meets your monthly sales target, the profit margin is met, that there's not too many reviews. All these are bad niches that I've shown you today, so make sure you don't do those, right? You want to make sure at least 7 out of the top 10 listings have less than 75 reviews. It's not brand dominated, and so on and so on. I'll post a link in the description below, as well as a card up here to how to do product research properly if you're wondering how to do that. And this tool is called Jungle Scout if you don't know what it is, and it's the product research tool that I like to use while I'm doing product research. And I'll leave a link in the description below to a coupon so you can try it out, and if you decide to buy it, you can save some money. All right, and just to drive this home, I'll show you one more. This is the felt letterboard. Again, this is a bad niche, so don't do it. Now, you might think that this product does sell better during Q4 since people might want to give this as a present. So let's just see what we find here, right? So let's check out the Chrome extension. And let's take a look. Let's take a look at the second one here that has a lot of sales. And let's take a look, right? So November, December, there is a spike and it falls. But you can see here, it picks back up for the majority of the year, right? So this I wouldn't say has a spike necessarily, because the rest of the year, the sales also comes up, okay? And let's look at this listing. Again, here's November, December, it's low and then actually increases during the year, right? All right, let's take a look at this one. Okay, so it does have a spike here, but then you can see it doesn't sell well in January, February, March, but then it picks back up like during the end of spring, beginning of summer, right? So sales does come back up. It doesn't flatline like the other product, right? So let's take a look at one more. Okay, here's October, November, December, but then you can see here the rest of the year, it's still pretty high. It doesn't fall on its face. Okay, so now you can kind of see an example of what it does look like when products do have a spike during Q4 versus products that don't. So you want to make sure when you're doing product research, you're well aware of this scenario so that you don't fall into the trap thinking that the sales velocity meets your target when in fact it doesn't for the majority of the year. All right, I hope you found value in this video. It was a lot of fun doing something a little bit different than the norm. So let me know if you want to see more of what I do behind the scenes, or my day-to-day activities, or what I do for fun, or just changing the backdrop like in this video here. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And remember, the special for the course starts today and will end on Cyber Monday. So jump on it now, and I look forward to seeing all of you guys that join in the students only group. Remember to say hi when you get access. All right, thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Make sure you click that bell icon to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. There's also a link down in the description to our community forums, which you should totally join. And if you're looking for more tips and strategy videos, check out these videos over here. And as always, thanks for watching.